I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down? I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who? You were correct, sir. It's just our probe. It looks inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. And go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malice, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look. A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day that comms failed.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig. Hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor? They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us. Good. I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
If you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. Oh, that's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Please enter ball E. B-A-L-L-E.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure reported was from the excavation area.
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thing. Huh. I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
Well, I'm at the first clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
He followed the branch to the right. Another thing he reported was a massive vertical structure.
Three, two, one.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work better. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable, yes?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destiny.
Hi, Bully. Lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can I fly for this long?
Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when. Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
Huh. Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us. But not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. We'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Oh, have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
We won't be limited by our own abilities. Robots will excel in areas where we either cannot or do not want to surpass them. To put it bluntly, they will do the dirty work for us.
And we'll just sit in the warm privacy of a laboratory? Send them to the other side of the universe?
Yeah, that's one example.
Well, I don't know.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Looking at the amount of sharp ends and edges, they're rigid, probably a very hard structure, not to mention their appearance.
Yes?
These bushes must serve a defensive function.
Defensive? Against what?
Good question. I don't see anything they could compete with. No potential predator on the surface or in the air. So, maybe it's something underground.
Yes, maybe.
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly. The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
24,000. Speed 200. Going smoothly, Hopper. Already at 12,000. Throttle down. 30 seconds till touchdown. Everything's looking good. Over?
Roger that.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. A record date and dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final. Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off. What about that lander, yes? You think our people tried to fly away on it?
I seriously doubt it. Looks like a bad malfunction to me.
But I'm taking Hopper out of here. You can't afford to lose this lander too. Which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition. The equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir. You barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us. But I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
It better be that way. We have the right to come home at last.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with such a law. But there is one thing I can refer to when we find ourselves in a difficult situation. If the continuation of the mission endangers the lives of the crew, the provisions of the imprimis homini law apply. First and foremost, the safety of people is what matters.
It's good to know we have this right. But I wish we didn't have to use it. Whoa. They stopped for a break. You were
How do
right,
you know?
It's beautiful here.
Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here.
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
Disrupting the ecosystem.
And that's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor. But the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Then...
Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing.
This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation. Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I feel nauseous. Suddenly.
Please don't push it. Been on the surface for just under half an hour.
That's not it. I feel darkness. Hang on. there. Over. I guess that's a no.
Breathe!
What's going on, sir? Astrogator?
Dr. Yasna. I tried to resuscitate him, but...
No, please. Koval?
Dr. Krauter.
How? There was nothing wrong with him.
Hypovolemic shock. He bled out during the flight.
I still don't understand. He wasn't hurt.
His injuries must have occurred later.
I'm sorry. It's on me. It's my fault.
No, Doctor. As commander, I take full responsibility.
But it was me that left him.
On my order. You're too hard on yourself, as usual.
If only I...
Stop it, really. Please, stop. If is a very cruel word. You don't deserve its torment.
I confirm. Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
Why hasn't he yet? I'm going down after him. Tell me one thing, sir. What did you do with Crowter's body?
I placed him in a cryochamber.
Are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. What is your opinion? Jasna, report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
I think it is.
You think? You shouldn't base your safety on assumptions.
I am well aware of the risks. Back and rib injuries. Possible, though less likely, damage to organs within the chest. Swelling around the joints, and subcutaneous hematomas. That's for sure. But my professional opinion is, I'll make it through.
Can't say you've reassured me, but I applaud your composure, Doctor.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything...
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
All right, so do you have another idea? Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
1 meter forward. It's still too far.
I'll try 1 more meter then. Is the maneuver complete?
You could say so. I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone.
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet.
Two more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, there is a risk of methane poisoning.
That's right. According to Dr. Krauter, negative symptoms can appear often. Maybe after a few hours. Right, Gorski, by then?
Let's hope so. Ah, I see the probe. Has it found anything?
It's not making any measurements at the moment.
Oh, why?
The overload protection is activated. Until I do a reset, it's on manual control.
Is it because of my flight?
It's possible.
It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest?
That does sound bizarre. So maybe... I found some abandoned items.
What items? What do you have there, Yasna?
A telemeter and opened food rations. So he couldn't go far.
Why would he leave his equipment behind?
Well, maybe he planned to come back soon. I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. This is starting to look like a deliberate diversion to me.
You may be right. The question is, who's behind all these disruptive activities?
That I don't know, sir. I have a lead. His footsteps.
Ah, finally.
There are more traces. This time handprints. And a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir. You heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him.
Not a chance. I have to turn back. No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorski... I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
More of the same stuff. Gorski's things. More traces. Fine. Actions devoid of logic.
Back in the camp, you reported Marek's abandoned things.
A backpack and a jam. Ouch!
Yasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really. Finally! I have his position.
Official?
Not yet. Gorski, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still nothing.
I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen. We must hurry.
Oh, there he... Got him! He's not moving. Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
No reaction. He seems unconscious. Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
Okay, I'll carry him. It's just... his parameters don't look too good.
That's why we must hurry, Doctor. Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you've set up the transmitter, I should start receiving calls.
Wow.
There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range. Now, mark the pace. What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking.
Doctor?
No! No!
Please hold on.
What was that? Instigator. I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact location. Novik, do you copy? Base, come in. I'm sending an SOS. Anyone, please. Okay. Stay calm. Just keep it together. Heartbeats racing.